Okay. That's, I had a feeling.
Yeah, because she don't wanna, you know.
She was probably too excited.
Yeah, she just wanna play.
Hey guys, all right, it's another Saturday. So we're on a little bit of a mission at the moment. I wasn't gonna film today, but I figure we might as well because I'm looking for somebody. So I don't know if you remember, but in one of my last vlogs, hold on, it's really hot. One of my last vlogs, I went to Goodwill and we looked around or whatever. Anyway, I bought my daughter a bunch of like almost brand new tops from like Zara and whatever. Anyway, she was not into it. I don't know if it's the whole Goodwill thing or she just said that they were too short or whatever, but they look exactly like what she has, so I don't know. Anyway, I ended up returning them today. So I'm walking around Goodwill and there's not much. There was like a little blazer or whatever, but nothing crazy. And I found a pair of pants for my daughter, so I'm walking to the checkout and a man behind me compliments Carol. And he was just saying, you could tell he was, I guess, a little slow. I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get him on camera, so I don't want to embarrass anybody. But, you know, he was like, puppies are the smallest ones and whatever. Anyway, as I'm watching him, I was on a line behind him. And as I'm watching him, he has a pair of shoes in his hands, and that's it. So no cart, you know, just a pair of shoes. And shoes were like flopping, you know what I mean, as he was walking, and he had a new pair of shoes in his hand. Well, you know, Goodwill, a used pair, but new shoes for him. And so I saw he had like cash in his hand, so I asked him, I said, you know, how much are those shoes? And he told me, and I said, well, I'm gonna buy them for you. And so we got him the shoes, we got him a drink. It took a minute. I let him go ahead of me because I don't know, I'm just, I guess, aware. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't seem like a threat or anything. He seemed very, very nice. But, you know, you got to keep your guard up. I'm just a girl by myself. You know what I mean? Out here. So, anyway, I let him go before I, like, rung up and whatever. I didn't want to take out any money or whatever. You know, I'm just being safe or whatever. So, anyway, so I'm looking for him. So, anyway, this specific Goodwill that I go to over here is really everybody only speaks Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. I understand a little bit, but I don't speak it at all. So I'm telling the lady, you know, to use the credit, and I was going to get a few things, and I was like, you know what? Never mind. I don't need the rest of the stuff, and I don't know why it didn't dawn on me to just give him the whole credit and let him just spend the credit, but it didn't until I'm buying these things that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them. My daughter doesn't need them. Nobody needs them. And you know, I have them, and he walked out with a pair of shoes that he was so happy about because he was telling me, he was like, my old pair of shoes, they were like, the soles were so worn, I could, like, that water was getting through, like, you know, he needed some shoes, and he probably needed some other things too. So it took me about 10 minutes in there to so they could understand that all, like, I just wanted to get the rest of my credit like on a piece of paper so that I could come back later. I have 30 days to spend it, right? I think he's in here because I think he's in here. He said he was going to Wendy's. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go around and see if he's like on the outside first, and then maybe I'm gonna just look inside and see if he's in there, or I'm gonna wait by the cart as long as I can. So anyway, yeah, so I stood there and I was like, why didn't I just do that? So anyway, so 10 minutes it took to get somebody to finally understand what I meant. It was a rough communication. So I have my paper. There's not much, I mean, you know, a little under $20 or whatever, but he could definitely get a whole outfit, maybe a bunch of shirts or something for himself with that, right? So anyway, we're on our way right now to see if he's in. I'm just gonna run inside of Wendy's. Let's see if he's in there. Let's give him this. I'm not gonna put him on camera because it's not about that. I just wanted to give you guys the story, obviously, but I'm not comfortable doing that. It's my phone anyway, and I actually think it's good. So I know a lot of people have like a thing about, showing good deeds on camera. And the truth is that I actually like it. Like, I think a lot of people are like, oh, like you're just doing it for the camera. And the truth is that maybe some people are just doing it for the camera. I can see that, but I also can see how doing good deeds, because I like watching videos like that, inspire other people to do good deeds. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think there's so much negativity online and on social media in general that showing positive things, whether they're staged or not, can't really hurt. You know what I'm saying? If people are looking for clout with negative crap and like, you know, like the Ash Trevinos and like the whoever's of the world, if oh, did I lose a crystal? No. If so many people are out there showing negative things for clout, then quite honestly, who cares if they're showing positive things for clout, as long as positive things are being done. That, however, is not my mission. I like to, so a little backstory, and then I guess I'll introduce myself because I realized that I haven't yet, in case you were new here. A few years ago, well, I have a few businesses, and I started a nonprofit a few years ago, and we were trying to figure out like what we wanted to do with it. I wanted to do something with animals, but it's a little bit difficult. So anyway, we were driving, and there was a man on the side of the street, and he had no shoes. And so I stopped and gave him, they didn't fit him. It was a pair of flip-flops out of my trunk or whatever that I had sitting in there. And 100% they didn't fit him. I mean, I felt bad, but at least he could get to point A, from point A to point B. I didn't have any cash on me or anything like that. So anyway, that kind of sparked in me. I was like, well, what about doing something where it's just like a good deed a day, you know? And then you have, so I don't know. I'm still kind of toying with the idea of, I do have a nonprofit and really what to do with it, because we haven't done much with it yet. And so that's something that I really want to focus on this year. Just because it's, you know, more than ever, it's hard out there right now. And anyway, you know, we talk about shopping and we talk about all this stuff, but when you see firsthand, it's easy to tune out the rest of the world. We all know that hard things are out there. We all know that people need things. We all know that there's misery and there's suffering and whatever. We all know that logically. But of course, when you see it firsthand and you do something to help a little bit with it, we're never going to fix the world. Not a single one of us. We all need to come together to figure that out. And I don't know if that's happening in our, not at least not in our lifetimes. But I just feel like one good deed a day, like things like that. If you can just do one thing a day that changes somebody's life, what, even if it's, I don't want, changes somebody's life, whether it's in the moment or forever or whatever you're capable of, you know, I think that that is such a blessing to be able to do it. And I was standing there thinking like, God, I'm returning all this stuff. I'm in here like, I don't know what to buy. And I'm like wasting time until I have to pick my daughter up from her class or whatever. And I literally am like just adding shit. There was no refunds. So I'm just getting shit to get stuff. Right? And this isn't an anti-shopping video or anything like that. But sometimes it just hits you where it's like, wow, like, I'm so blessed to be able to come in here, whether it's Goodwill or anywhere else, and be able to clothe myself or feed myself, or when I'm thirsty, be able to get something to drink, or when I'm hot, be able to sit in air condition, when I need to go somewhere, get in my car. You know what I mean? I'm so blessed to have all those things. And every once in a while, I feel like, and I'm not religious, like, you know, in that sense, but I think every once in a while the universe kind of shows you like you are blessed, and like count your blessings. You know what I mean? Because anyway, if I can help, I will always help, and that's just, I think that's the right thing to do. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna see if he is in there. I will be back and let you know, and then I will introduce myself because I don't want to waste time and I don't want to miss him if he's in there. Okay, bye. All right, guys, so luckily he told me where he was going to be because he was there. He told me when we were online that somebody had given him a sandwich, and he was going to go over to Wendy's to eat it. And so that's why I said, so he was in there and he had a sandwich. Obviously, I'm sure he's been on the streets a long time, and I'm sure he knows how to get by. But anyway, he was very happy. My credit was like $18.30 like some sense or whatever. And so I think that he was happy with that. He said he's going to go over there now and buy some clothes. So he had his shopping cart in front of Wendy's, which gave it away. So he definitely carries some stuff with him. And I don't know his situation and I don't know his story. I thought it would be I watch videos like that. I think it's so interesting because I think people are so interesting, you know, just like sitting down and having a conversation with people and finding out a little bit about their lives and all that stuff. So anyway, that's done. I feel very good about that, and I'm hoping that it helped him, you know, so that way he could keep, like I said, the money in his pocket, whatever he had, and have a few new things that he needs, you know, because like I said, we buy things all day and we don't need them. Although we say we need them, we know better. You know what I mean? It's just a word, but he really needed them. So, anyway, if you are new here, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, travel, and shopping. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and become a member of my growing YouTube family and hit the bell notification to be notified when I upload videos Monday through Friday. And I'm also going to put my Instagram handle right here just in case you are not following me over there yet. We just do like, I'm kind of focused on stories at the moment. Yeah, just like daily outfits, accessories, things like that, things that I like to pass on that I see that are funny. And that's it. So anyway, it's almost time to get my daughter from her class. So we're going to go head over there. Carol, I need to take her out to go to the bathroom somewhere. She really kind of only likes grass at this point. So whatever. Anyway, today I'm a little dressed up to be outside. I am wearing my new ring from, I think it's called Rye Ice. So, because on the website, I linked it for you guys in the last video. It is RI-ICE. If anybody knows, let me know. I think it looks like rice, but I'm assuming it has something with ice because it's like jewelry. So anyway, I have on my new ring. Under my nails is dirty. Don't look, guys. Ignore all the things that you see that are like, ooh. That was from me. This is from me feeding puppy girl. So anyway, with my hand. My new ring, which is, this I think is their mermaid color, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a pale greenish blue. And what else? Oh, and I just ordered a pink one, pink and purple, so that I have both colors, and I can, like, you know, match all outfits. I don't know. I have so many more on my list. It's ridiculous. I am like obsessed with these rings. The next thing I'm wearing is these hoops. These are actually, I had a jewelry line called Linked for Life that I may or may not bring back. I love jewelry, obviously. With the tariffs and things like that, I just sort of stepped away from it. Obviously, the tariffs were not in place when I was in the thick of things. Anyway, that's another long story. We can do a whole talk about that one. But anyway, that is on sort of like a pause for the moment, kind of reevaluating. But these were, I have a pair of, these are the Marin hoops, and I have a pair in silver and in gold, and they're just like the perfect shape and size and all of that stuff. And this necklace is my floating, my floating moissanite. It's about 3 carats, and it is on the fishing wire. This is from EPI. I call it Epi, I guess, because of Louis Vuitton, but it's EPI jewelry, and it is linked in my description box below with a 15% coupon code, and they have some really, really beautiful things. And last but not least, I actually have on I have 2 Kurt Geiger necklaces. If you had watched previously, I went a little nuts with Kurt Geiger a few weeks ago, and I got an insane necklace from them for Mother's Day. And this was one that I had previously. I guess I've had it for maybe about a year or so. But it is this beautiful tennis necklace, and it's like a pastel, like rainbow, but pastel colors. So if you know, he's just that company, I say he. I'm assuming that it's like one guy in charge, but who knows? Like, I assume that Kurt Geiger is like the guy, but they're very into rainbow and I think like a lot of pride stuff and things like that. So anyway, I think it's cool, and yeah, so I decided to wear that today. So I'm a little bit fancy, and I have my beautiful, when I pull over, I'll show you my beautiful bag that I carried today, which is from Urban Bling. Let's just go over here. Which is from Urban Bling, who, if you are not following her on Instagram, you must, if you like crystals like I do, anything sparkly. She blings out anything that you want her to, but sometimes she comes up with some really cute, like her own designs or whatever. So she does both. I initially started watching her because she used to like stress out people's like Louboutins and stuff like that. So I got this. Maybe you saw the unboxing, maybe you didn't. I feel like that video did not do very well, probably because it was like a no-name brand unboxing. But anyway, it is this Trader Joe's tote that she blinged out with patches and charms and all of that stuff. So it's like food stuff on the Trader Joe's bag. So I love this bag so much, and she is doing more of them now. She initially had like a run of 4, and so I jumped on that one. The one that I really wanted was gone. I explained all of this stuff, but she's like redoing the ones that, like, they're not exactly the same because I believe some of the patches and things she couldn't get again. They were like one-offs that she had or whatever, but she still can get lots of things. So she's still doing them. So if you're interested, I will link her Instagram below. Her stuff is absolutely incredible. And that's it. So I'm waiting for my daughter to come out. Like I said, I wasn't going to really start a thing today, but I guess here we are, so we might as well keep going. I really was going to focus on getting my video together for, every once in a while, like a few times a day, I like untangle myself just so we don't get into like a bad situation where everything is so far gone that I can't untangle. That's the good part about the bangles, because they're super easy, obviously, to wear. They just stack with no problems. Whereas, you know, the softer bracelets, the chain bracelets, get all like messed up. So I think we're gonna go to Zara. All right, I have to go to the mall. So I think I told you this, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I definitely told you that I was selling some of my shoes that I don't wear because I'm not as connected, and I'm okay with that, in order to hopefully completely fund this incredible bag that I just secured from Fashion File that I cannot wait to show you guys. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Like, nothing else matters. I don't care about any other things right now. I just want this bag. So so anyway, so I got, I sent in a pair of cheap rays to Fashion File. They actually gave me a really good price for it, so I was happy. It's the furry ones, and I just never wear them, and so I sent it to them, and they actually wrote me back and was like, something is questionable about these shoes. And I'm like, so I got them directly from the store, but I don't have the box because I purchased them, I want to say, before I moved. And usually with shoes, if I think I'm going to keep them, like once that window of opportunity is closed with returns, I throw out boxes and I throw out receipts even sometimes. Usually receipts are in the boxes, so sometimes I forget to take out the receipts or whatever. And I didn't think I would need them because I have sold a bazillion things to Fashion File over the years, among other places, but Fashion File is very easy, and I've never once had a problem. So anyway, they asked me for the receipt. So I contacted Hermes customer service. They told me they'd get back to me in 72 hours. They did, with some follow-up questions. I responded immediately, and silence. So I'm gonna go directly into the store where I purchased them in Aventura and ask them if they can pull up my account and print out that specific receipt. There has not been a ton of purchases lately, so I'm sure that they can find it very easily. And I am going to send that off to Fashion File so I can get that. Plus, I am waiting on, I have a few quotes in, and I'm waiting on a few more quotes. So I want to get that Aventura, that Hermes receipt taken care of ASAP so that they can do whatever they need to do with that. But I don't like them just holding my stuff and no money and no shoes, you know? So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. And I also am gonna probably go into Zara. It's hot out. It's almost 90, so she's been crying today. And I think it's because she does not, I mean, I don't know if she had like the best time in puppy daycare. In the very beginning of this video, you will see the puppy pickup situation. I did not film Carol running out just because I was kind of caught off guard, but I did film a little bit inside the puppy place, so just because they're so cute, so you guys can see. But yeah, I think she had a good time. I think she had a good time. I wish that we could have a conversation when she gets out of school and she can let me know like the gossip and all that stuff, but I am going to assume she had a good time to the point where she's been crying sitting in the back seat today. So I'm wondering if like she knows there's better things out there. She knows that there is more exciting things than sitting in the car with mom. So I don't know. Probably bring her back one day next week because she's loving it. Hi, baby. Hold on. Let's see. Let me say hi to everybody. She's just, today, she slept so much yesterday. After she got picked up, she literally couldn't open her eyes. She is still tired and she did not eat. Like she barely ate all day yesterday. So I am going to take her back some point next week, and I guess I just am looking for her reaction like when we get there to see if she's like super excited or not excited or what's going on, you know? Just to gauge how she, like, does she love it there? Does she hate it there? I don't know. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, that's it. That was my morning. So we'll get to the mall. We will go to Zara for a second. The reason we're going to Zara as well as Hermes is Zara has 2 bags that I want to take a look at, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get them, but I do want to show you guys if I see them in store, just kind of like what they look like on and stuff. I saw somebody's channel, somebody posted this bag. I think it's still available in that location if I'm not mistaken. So I saw it this morning and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I have to take a look. It's like it's a raffia bag. These bags that I'm going to show you today are very well priced, and we've kind of been talking about all that stuff lately. So super well priced, perfect for summer. Instead of getting a raffia, that is a designer version. You know, Zara has one, I think it's like $100, and then there's another like a net bag, which is super popular, that I saw on somebody on the street actually, and I was like, that's amazing. So we have 2 bags to go see if we can hunt down in Zara. It says that they're available in Aventura, but ever since my whatchamacallit debacle, you know, my Stod debacle, I don't trust anything anymore. So who knows if it's available or not, but we're gonna go check it out. We might as well. It's hot as hell out and we need something to do. I was gonna maybe rollerblade, but maybe we'll do that later, like when the sun's going down or whatever. I would like my daughter to come with me, but she does not want to. Oh well. So it might just be me while she stays with puppy girl. That's it, guys. All right, so I guess I will see you when we get to the mall. All right. Hey guys. Okay, I'm back. It is the next day. It's the next day. So I ended up I went to Publix and got Steven a whole bunch of treats, and that was the end of the story. And then actually we went back out again later to go food shopping, and yeah, so that was my night. Now it is a beautiful day, and puppy girl, she's sleeping. She's so beautiful. I'm trying to take her to the puppy park. It's almost 3 o'clock now. We cleaned this morning, which is always fun. Oh, I hate cleaning so much. I hate cleaning so much, but we did it. And now my daughter has a friend coming over. So I am taking Carol to the puppy park, but the one that we normally go to, it looks like maybe, I'm assuming that there's a lot of people there, and maybe the parking spots are all full because there's signs in all of the entrances saying stop, like you can't come in. So when I drove by, I noticed that there really wasn't any dogs, so I'm kind of assuming that that's why there's no dogs, is because it's like right off of a little like the bay, I guess. Maybe it's not the bay. I don't know. I don't know. My water is out here, but it's like a little inlet thing, so it's not like the beach, but it's a waterway of some kind. Sorry, I'm so itchy, guys. We found the puppy park, and it's empty. Maybe it's just too hot and nobody wants to bring their dogs out right now, I guess. I just feel so bad for her. Like, all she wants to do all day is play. So I guess she has to go back to puppy daycare this week for sure. All right. Well, I guess that's that. I think that we are going to probably end up in the mall because it's air conditioned and she can walk around and her little feet aren't going to be hot and hurt, and we can eat together in the food court and nobody says anything. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'll probably see you over there, guys. Okay, guys, so puppy girl and I, is she on the bed? Can you see her, guys? Okay, we went to the mall, of course. That's where we ended up because, as I told you, there was nobody in the puppy park. Oh, maybe it was too hot or something, but anyway, too late, we're in for the day. We went to the mall. So I went to Zara. I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to show you guys inside. I'm gonna go back this week and do that if you guys are interested in it, just because it was so packed. It was so packed in there today. I literally couldn't even move. And so, yeah, obviously filming with Carol and everything else, and it was a rough one. I couldn't even, like, there were so many people I couldn't even look in the mirror. So I bought 3 things without even trying. I usually don't try, I'll be honest, but at least I usually look in the mirror and like get some idea of how it's gonna look. I didn't even do that because it was so packed I couldn't even like get to the mirror. So let me show you what I got really quickly. I am gonna do a further video with all of my favorite current, I think I said this, affordable summer like things that I've purchased in the last few weeks or whatever. So I'm waiting on a few more things to show up, and then once they do, I will do like a complete, like, you know, I'll show you everything and like link all of it just in case you guys want to get anything before it is gone. First thing, I actually went to the mall thinking that I wanted a pair of flip-flop, like Y2K style heels. Steve Madden has a pair that I have yet to try on, even though I've walked into Steve Madden, as you guys know, like a million times and shown you. They have a pair of like little jelly ones. They actually have solid ones too, but I'm not gonna spend $100 on a pair of flip-flop heels that I'm probably gonna wear one time. So the jelly ones are like, I think they're like $49.99, I think. And they come in like clear and pink and I think tan and like a smoke color, which I guess is like black sort of, but like a dark gray or whatever. But I didn't even make it there. I just went into Zara. And you know how sometimes Zara like hits really good and like everything that we've talked about this. Everything that you see, you're like, that's amazing. And then the other times you walk into Zara and you're like, womp womp. And it could be literally like from one day to the next. Today was a day that everything was great. And it was so packed, I just couldn't even handle it. I have to go back because one of these things has to go back for sure. But let me show you. Okay, so first of all, I got just regular old, this is why I didn't end up getting like the flip-flop heels. Regular old little heels. What do you think that is? 2 inches? Like 2.5 inches or whatever, but I feel like they look higher and they're just clear. And honestly, the footbed is what got me they have a really nice, like, you know, suede-ish, suedette, whatever, microfiber. And the toe box is like a really good shape. So I got these. They are $49. So that I think is a win, especially because I don't wear heels. And I already told you, almost all of my, like, not almost all, that's a stupid thing to say. A lot of my unworn designer shoes are going to Fashion File. And I'm sorry, I'm like sweating to death. It's like so hot in here. No, it's not hot in here, but the sun is like right on me. And I really won't have any heels. I don't have any heels anyway. I have like literally like 3, 4, 5, 6, like maybe like 6 pairs of heels total, 7 pairs of heels total. But I don't have any that are just like go with everything. Everything is very designed. You know me. I have like gold Gucci ones with the Adidas logo. I have a pair of gold Gucci ones with like the blue colored fur, like that. Those are the kind of heels that I have. I have one pair of Manolos that I don't know. I don't find them comfortable. I'm going to sell them at some point. I don't think those, I can't send them to Fashion File, doesn't do Manolos yet. But I have, look, so anyway, all the things are either very, very specific or they're going to Fashion File. So that's why I ended up with these. I do think that they're comfortable, actually, and I'm not scared to spend $50 on hopefully a pair that I will actually get some use out of. The truth is that when I was in my heel wearing days and in general, I love a PVC shoe. I love a PVC shoe and I love a PVC bag. Always. I always have and I always will. I wore something like this, but like probably like 5 inches to prom. They were from the stripper store, actually. They were like serious. They were stripper shoes. So I've always been, I always have, I guess, what do they say? Beat to my own drum, right? Is that the saying? Anyway, I'm drawing a blank. Okay, so this is the other thing. So this is the other thing that I got. Sorry, my daughter just walked in with her friend. Let me show you. So, I love this. This is just like super worn. It's $69.90. 1 second. Wait. Wait. All right. We cut it off because she walked in and she was banging on my door. Anyway, I got obviously the top and I got the shoes, and I think both of them are super cute. I think the shoes, so I wanted to buy like I said, the little flip-flop. I still might because they're inexpensive, and I'm liking this whole kitten heel moment that we're having. I think it's good, at least for somebody like me. I know I'm never again going to be comfortable enough to just like walk the mall in these shoes, but, or like, you know, whatever, but for like dinner or for like lunch or brunch or whatever, I think it's a good option for me, and not a lot of money to spend, obviously. Other than that, I did buy a pair of shorts. I'm not even gonna show you guys because they're so bad. I'm mad because I had a pair of jeans that I had on the side, or that I was gonna purchase, and then I saw the shorts and they looked long enough. And so I was like, okay, let me do the shorts, because if you had seen some of my older vlogs, I guess about, hold on, oh, my arm is hurting, about a month and a half ago maybe, I bought a pair of like jorts and I returned them because they were like 5 pounds away from fitting, and I've decided to stop doing that, where I buy things like for my future body. I just think it's healthier. The funny thing is that had I kept them, I wouldn't have lost any more weight. But because I didn't keep them, I lost the 5 pounds. I don't know how much I lost since then, but probably like 5 or 10 pounds or whatever. Anyway, because of that, now I still have yet to find a good pair of shorts, as you know, my struggle. So anyway, those didn't work at all. They were like, everything is like just a little bit too short. Plus there was no stretch, so it really like compressed my hips and my butt. So everything looked very flat and it just was not flattering at all. So they are going back. Hopefully there is an incredible, oh my God, this like linen suit. I don't know where I'm going with it either. But if we walk in to Zara on a day, and we'll do this sometime this week, maybe in the next vlog. I don't know how long this one is going to be. We'll see. We'll see. If I can make it there tomorrow, I'll show you guys. Anyway, if we walk in on a day when there is nobody waiting in line for the fitting room, then we can try it on. But it's like a linen suit, and it's like white and blue, I believe, like pinstripes, like very summery. But the stripes are like, there's some sort of like metallic threading through it, I guess. So it just sparkles just a little bit. So I think it would be like so beautiful in the sunlight, like so gorgeous. Yeah, and very understated for me. So I like it a lot, actually. So I might go back and try it. The jacket, I tried on the jacket. The jacket was very nice. I tried on the extra large. I think I could even, it needs to be oversized for sure because it's double-breasted. And for me, double-breasted doesn't really work on me usually if there's no stretch, just because of like my proportions. So it definitely needs to be open. But the extra large seemed really big. Plus, I had already paid for everything once I noticed it and was walking out. That's why I said it's one of those Zara days where, like, everywhere you look, everything was good. So, anyway, we'll see. I will probably go return my shorts. And, like I said, we'll try on that suit. Maybe I'll just buy it and show you. I did want to show you in there. I think we're going to have to go back tomorrow. I think that's the answer. Because there's so many good, like if you have a Zara near you, go. I don't like the website very much. I think it kind of sucks. There's a ton of raffia bags that are so cute right now. And instead of spending, obviously, thousands on a designer raffia bag, even hundreds, like on the Coach one is cute, but Zara has some like great ones for $70. So that's the route that I would go. They had like some slouchy hobo ones that reminded me of like the YSL ones, like almost like bucket bags or whatever. I don't know. I'll show you tomorrow. And they had a lot of them, so hopefully they didn't sell out today because it was packed. Like I said, it was so packed. And they had like a really cute like shoulder, like little, like under the armpit bag. Oh, just so many good ones. Anyway, we'll go in tomorrow. And I'm gonna try to film on my my new camera. I still haven't done it yet, but I think tomorrow we're gonna try to do this. Again, it's just I can see myself so easy like this, and obviously, like I said, my eyes are not the best, and I'm kind of worried that I'm sort of worried that I'm going to literally film everything and end up like this, like talking to you with half my face cut off. But I gotta try, obviously. I bought it for a reason, and so I'm going to do it. I think we're gonna do it tomorrow. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I don't know, I think it's 7 o'clock or something like that. And I think it's 7 o'clock because I was actually thinking, like, do I just drive right back to Zara and go return these damn things? But no, we're gonna do that tomorrow. So that's it, guys. I am going to watch. My friend told me that I need to watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the new season. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start that now. And yeah, I go to sleep early. I have a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning. We might or might not bring Puppy to puppy school tomorrow. We might so that I can go do a few things and film and get some stuff done. Yeah, we might. Anyway. All right, and plus because we didn't get to go to the puppy park today, you know? All right, well, anyway, I will see you guys in the morning, and we'll go from there. All right, night, guys. Good morning, guys. Oh, it is very early. I am tired. I didn't sleep very well, but I am I have a doctor's appointment and then I have a bunch of stuff to do today. So I figured that we can try to drop Carol off at the doggy daycare again so that she can hang out with her friends. So I'm going to see how she reacts when we try to go in there again, because hopefully she'll remember it. She's a smart girl. My concern is that she won't be happy. I'm hoping that she'll be happy, but my concern is that she won't be happy. And then I'll have to figure out how to sneak her into the doctor or something, because there's not enough time between drop off and my appointment. I do have her stroller. I always keep it in the trunk. So I guess worst case scenario, she'll be, I'll close the top and go in there and hope for the best. But yeah, let's see. It's very sunny today if you are wondering why the glasses today. Plus, I don't wear them enough. And as I was going through my stuff to sell some sunglasses and shoes to Fashion File, these were one of them that I was like, absolutely never gonna sell them. I love these ones so much. They remind me of a pair that I had a very long time ago. They were sort of similar. They were like a shield. They were white, and do I go this way? Do I go that way? I think I go this way. They were white and they had the chain on top. Oh my God, I loved them so much. I actually remember hunting for them on eBay because I saw them on, maybe this is not the right way. We're gonna find out in a second. I found them on eBay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, this is the right way. I believe so. I found them on eBay because I saw them on Kim Kardashian, and this was probably like 2009 or 10 or maybe something, maybe 8. I don't know. Anyway, bought them for like $200. They were authentic. You can usually get a really good deal, I think, on sunglasses. I would never, if you can avoid it, pay full price for sunglasses. That would be my opinion. Okay. Anyway. Oh, now we got a dark cloud above us, so I can take these off. So anyway, I had them. They were my favorites. And then one day I parked in front of my house. Not the right way. I'm so confused and I really don't know. I'm going to talk for 2 more seconds and then I'm going to have to look this up if I am wrong. Anyway, long story short, somebody broke into my car. To be fair, I left the window wide open, but they literally went through my entire car and took my favorite sunglasses, and I never found them again. So, no, I think this is right. So anyway, all these years later, these have come back out, sort of, but they're a little bit different, but kind of a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. And they also remind me of those like vintage 90s ones that are like $2,000 on the pre-loved market that I will absolutely not pay for, but these are good. So anyway, let's see what Carol does. I will be back, guys, and let you know. Okay, she literally couldn't get in there fast enough. So she was actually crying because it was taking too long to get her to the other side where the dogs were. So that's good news. So I'm happy about that. Yeah. So that's good. So hopefully she has a good day. I don't know how long I'm going to keep her there for, but I'm happy she's having a good time. So I am headed to the doctor now. I really wanted to get a coffee because I'm exhausted, but I don't know if we're going to have time. I think we'll do that after the doctor. I also have the shorts that I showed you. I didn't show you. I told you about yesterday that I'm going to return to Zara today because they're really bad. And we are going to just see, I just want to check out. I feel like I've seen everything else for the most part. I'm trying to stick to only things that I need at the moment because, again, I don't want to buy things and then have them too big, fingers crossed. So, but I do want to look at that just because it's oversized in general, at the pinstripe linen suit that I told you guys about. So we'll see if they have the right sizes and then we will try that on if there's no line. And that's it. I think that is probably where we're going to end the vlog out at. Maybe we'll go have some lunch or something, but I have some planning to do today. That's why I wanted to drop her off, at least so that I have a few hours of time to do things without dragging her. I not even for me, like I love to spend time with her. I love to spend my whole day with her. She's work, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I love it. But I also feel sometimes frustrated for her, because she's very, like, she's so sweet and calm, and she can be a passenger for most of the day, but I feel like she needs activity, you know? And I can't just like leave her home all day, or she's a puppy, so she gets into things and she gets bored, and I feel bad. So anyway, this is why I never had a dog. This is why I never had a dog on this like level where, when I didn't have a yard. Like I had dogs when I had a yard, but they were also big dogs, so they weren't hanging out with me all day. They were home, they were in the yard, they were running around all the time. And so this is my first time having a real, like, I don't say a real dog, but I hope you guys know what I mean. Like a real, like, companion dog that I just never want to leave alone, and she's, like, with me all the time, you know? So, yeah. So this was a good find, I think. And the way that she ran in there made me really happy. So I know that she's happy there. All right, guys, I am going to, I don't think I'm going to have time for a coffee. So anyway, I'll see you after my doctor appointment, and then we'll go to the mall. Maybe we'll go to a different Zara. I don't know. I'm so bored of the mall, to be honest, but when I have things that I need to return, it's like on my mind until I can return them. So yeah, I'm not even really in the mood. I'm actually in the mood to do a bunch of other stuff that I need to do, but I want to get that over with. So, all right, I'll see you in a few. Okay, well, oh God, this is one of those days. I feel like I should just like go back home or something, because I'm frustrated, and it seems like everybody else is frustrated too. So I went to the doctor. Apparently my appointment was in a whole nother location, even though I've never been to that location for an actual appointment. I've always been to the place that I showed up for appointments, and they did not specify when they made the appointment. So anyway, I spoke to somebody. I called the other location. It was like, it was like 40 minutes of trying to figure out where I should go and what I should do. The lady who I spoke to on the phone from the other location says, just show up, they'll fit you in, they will definitely see you today. I'm like, well, I'm not going to show up at 9:30 in the morning and just be seen at some point today. I'm not going to sit there for an hour or two. I'd rather reschedule for that. So she tells me, well, somebody in the location where you were should have seen you. So she said, why don't you just go back upstairs and, you know, because I was already like downstairs and pissed off, go back upstairs and see if they can see you. They should be able to. It's like literally just telling me results that she should see you. Somebody should see you and be able to give you the results. So I go back up. They have a whole different story. So I leave and go to back down to the garage, and I am about to drive to the location where I was supposed to be. Now, I understand that this is all my fault. I did not know that I was supposed to be in this other location. I'm just frustrated with like how they dealt with it, because I had an appointment a week ago to get the results, and as usual with my doctor, something came up, and like I really like her, but something always comes up and she reschedules. No problem. So it was for today. Again, like didn't say like, oh, this is going to be in another office or whatever. And all the texts that I got said specifically like which office it was. However, both offices, like I'm sure they have different names, but both are in the location where Like, you could interchange the names, basically. At least of the second one. Like, you could interchange it, and it would still be, like, in the same vicinity as the other one. So, I didn't notice it. You know what I'm saying? It, like, Miami, you can call Miami... Miami has a lot of different areas, but if you say Miami, it's still correct. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. And anyway, so finally I'm literally driving to the place that I was supposed to be at, and I get a call from the lady that I just spoke to in the office of the place that I wasn't supposed to be at, and she says, come back. My manager says, come back, come back. And so I turn the car around, okay? And then she says, hold on a second. Then she gets back on the phone. She says, okay, we've rescheduled your appointment for the 22nd. I'm like, so why am I coming back now? Today's the 19th. Like, what is freaking going on? So anyway, so now and nobody will call me with the, like, they have to see me. So that's frustrating also. So now I'm going to get a coffee and hopefully figure out how to make this day a little less annoying. I just hate when it starts off on that kind of, you know. I think that it's not that, like, a whole day is just a mess, you know. I don't believe that. I think they're separate things. But I think what happens, or like separate instances of, like, being annoyed or, like, things going wrong or whatever. But I think that what happens is that it affects your mood, and then your mood affects how the rest of the day goes. So if something annoys you, now for the rest of the day, if you let it annoy you for the rest of the day, now maybe you're being an asshole to people, or maybe you are, like, now you're just, like, in a rush, or you're just frustrated, and so your personality is coming out differently, and so the rest of your day just kind of goes down that same, like, trajectory. So anyway, we're gonna go get a coffee. Obviously, like, puppy girl's in school, so I'm like, what do I do with my time now that puppy girl's in school? And so I'm gonna have to have a productive day. So I'm gonna get a coffee, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna plan my day, and then we're gonna go to Zara in a little while when it opens. I literally don't even want to walk back in the house, because if I do that, I'm gonna, like, relax. And I want to film videos. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff today. So we're going to have to, like, stay productive and stay awake, which means I need probably a venti. I think I'm going to get a venti today, because I can't. I'm so tired. And I don't want to say I'm tired again, because I don't want to put that tired energy out there. All right, so let's get a Starbucks. And let's start this day again. All right, guys. I will see you at our next stop. I feel like it's very small in here, so it's hard for me to get, like, the whole picture. But this is the suit. This is a size large. The pants are an extra large. I think that, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too, like, buttoned up for me? I'm not 100% sure. The back. Hold on. It's impossible to film in here. All right, let me show you the back real quick. Oh, it's so hard. I really can't show you the back. I literally can't show you anything. I don't know, maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. All right, I think we're just going to return the shorts. I'm not sure yet. Right, what do you guys think about this belt? I know it's not like a jeans belt. I know it is more of a, like, decorative belt. But I do need some belts, and I don't know. What do you think about this one? Does it look stupid? It might look stupid. I'm not sure. All right. We'll come back to it. Okay, I don't know where you guys were in 2002, but I was definitely wearing a pair of these with Manolo Tims and trying to be J-Lo. What do you think about these? So they have them in, like, a green too, but the green doesn't have my size. So this is the option. However, I just noticed this. I see it. So I don't know what happened to that. So I have to see if they have another one in this size. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Let's look at the back. So it has like this thing. I have to like adjust them, I guess. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely 2002, 2003. I like them. I'd rather have them in the green, but I like them. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, so these are the ones that I tried on a few vlogs ago, and I returned them because they were just a little bit tight, but now they fit. So, yeah, I think that they're like super waist matching. I always like a high waist because obviously I'm a mom. What are your thoughts? I like them. I had them yesterday and not returned them. I got rid of them because I wanted to try the shorts instead, but since I'm returning the shorts, I'm liking them. What do you guys think? Let me show you the back. Obviously this is, I don't know what angle to use to show you guys the back. It's not a good representation, but I think it looks good. Okay, I think these are a go. All right, so these are just a regular pair of white jeans. I think they're kind of ever so slightly, what was it called? Like the horseshoe, but I don't think they're okay. They're high rise also, which I like, and they're actually a really good length. However, yeah, I think the other jeans are better. So I also tried this on. So it's just like a tank top with stones. But of course, one of the stones popped off while I was trying it on. The tank tops I wear every day are a medium. So I tried on a medium, which was the first problem. So I am going to go upstairs and get a large, I think. But anyway, these jeans are a no. The other jeans are a yes. Okay, I'm back from the mall. All right, I got a few things. I'm going to show you really quickly what I got, and then we are going to end it here. Crazy enough, I don't know, remember I was like that I needed to go to Hermes because I need that invoice for Fashion File, blah, blah, blah. I did all of that, got there super early, all of that stuff, and completely forgot, of course, to go to Hermes. So I will need to go later, which is highly annoying because I feel almost like I need a break from the mall for at least that mall. I mean, you know, shopping is shopping, but that mall I need a break for at least like, I don't know, a few weeks. I need a few weeks. So I'm gonna do, if I don't hear back from customer service, like by like 5 today or something like that, I'm gonna have to go in and just see what they can do for me, because the shoes are just like sitting there, and I've responded a few times to Fashion File, but I haven't heard back, and I just like, I guess they don't care, but I was like updating them, like I had to do this, because I didn't want them to just like close it out and send the shoes back to me. I want them to have the receipt because I freaking bought them from the store. So I'm very happy that Fashion File is doing their due diligence, but I've sold them a ton of items, like a lot over the years, and these shoes were directly from the store. So unless like somebody returned them to, you know, the store, and I don't know, but I have a whole bunch and nothing seemed off to me either, but they are like different. They're shearling versus like the regular ones. So I don't know. Anyway, let me show you what I got, and then hopefully I won't have to go back, but I have a feeling that I will. Okay, so first of all, I got these. So these were the jeans. Obviously I tried them on, you saw that. They were the ones that I got last time, I told you that, and then whatever. So I got them in a size 12. They fit well. And oh, my legs are, no matter what, my thighs are always big. I always have big legs. So I figured that even if I lose, you know, the amount of weight that I want to lose, I can always probably take them in to a certain extent. So yeah, so I did that. And then this was like a last minute find. So they only had small and medium left. So this is a medium, but because it, hopefully, you know how like in Zara, they have those, what are they, like, where like the shoes and the bags are, and then the mirror behind it is dark. So I was like done already. I wanted to get out of there. So I tried it on there and could like only half see myself. So I don't know. Hopefully this looks good, but because I'm not like a short sleeves fan, because I don't love where it hits me. But I thought this was like super summery and adorable, and there wasn't many left. And this is one of those Zara pieces, in my opinion, that you will never see again. Like whatever, you'll be looking on like Poshmark for it. So I figure that I can, they did have a red version of this. I didn't get footage of it because my hands were full, but they had a red version of this, but it was not the cardigan. It was like this, it's almost like a lightweight sweatery, it's not really a sweater. I mean, it's definitely like polyester or whatever, but it's like a thicker material, which is nice. Hopefully this doesn't. The buttons are obviously a little difficult to maneuver because they are the anchor shape. Ooh, and I hope that I don't mess it up. But I figured I could just do like one button or the two on the bottom or whatever, probably just one, and then that's it. And that way, like up close, you can see all the anchors. I thought it was super cute. So the red one is same material, same everything. It's red and white striped instead. It's a little bit cropped, it seems. It could be this length. I didn't check. But it was high necked, which I don't love because I think it makes me look heavier. And then here it had like 3 of the anchor buttons. So that one was super cute. So if you like a high neck, they had more sizes of those. And I don't know if they're available online. If they are, I will link them below. But yes, so I thought that was super cute. And yeah, so I thought that was a good, better than the shorts. Anyway, so now I'm gonna stay out of there for a while. That pantsuit that I tried on, I didn't think it was very flattering in, you know, on. Okay, I rarely try on in store, but since it was Monday morning and empty over there, it was perfect. So yeah, so I think that we did pretty good. Now I got one last thing I'm gonna show you. I have been thinking about these. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them, I'll be completely honest. We're a little bit like, sorry guys. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them, we will see. But I have been kind of wanting a pair of flip-flop heels. Now I think I did a video on this where I was like the things that I was not looking forward to that were like, I think it was like the top shoes that are in, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it was a few months ago, I feel like, but I did talk about these and how uncomfortable these are. Because the heel is so short, they are decent. I am very excited about this whole kitten heel situation, that this stuff is back. Not only that, but like I said, I think without all the extra weight, heels, I still don't like them, and I can't do like a seriously high pitch just because I've had so many ankle issues. But without the extra weight, heels are way more comfortable again for me. So I am going to dip my feet in the heel pond and start with like these and the clear ones that I also showed you from Zara. So these are super cute. I got them, okay, so they have a bunch. They have like 100 colors in Steve Madden. There's a lot of brands that are doing them. I think these are the best price, personally. And I feel like there's such a trend, like you might as well not go expensive. So, oh, I thought I cracked my toe, I was gonna say. So I got this color. I tried on, I didn't have footage because I was like, you guys are so sick of seeing me in Steve Madden, it's ridiculous. And Steve Madden hasn't been my thing for a very long time, but like I said, I'm kind of over designer shoes at the moment. For the moment, you know. Anyway, I got, I wanted to go in to see, they had a pair of yellow suede, which I thought was probably gonna be super cute, very comfortable. But one, you know, rain shower and they're done because the yellow is such like a butter yellow. It's like the color of the season. It's beautiful, but probably not the best choice for me. Then they also had a pair of tortoiseshell ones. Tortoiseshell is super big. I always love tortoiseshell when it like comes back around. I love tortoiseshell anyway, but I love it when it comes back around in like accessories and things. So those were cute. They actually have a bunch of tortoiseshell shoes. So if you're into it, I would go check it out. And they were good, but they were 100, okay? And they were very similar, in my opinion, to these. So these are obviously, I don't know if I'm gonna get a whole shot, and these are obviously like the beige clear jelly pair. Perfect, I think, for Florida specifically, because if it rains, I'm not gonna have a problem. It's like literally an inch heel. And I'm gonna kind of aim you guys down. Hold on, let's see if I can get, oh, no, this is gonna fall over, but you get it, you see. So, yeah, so we did that. Yeah, I think they're super cute. I actually went up a size. So if you're going to try them or you're gonna order them, I will link them below. All of the leather and the suede and the patent leather and the raffia and all of the non-jellies seem to run true to size. She gave me these in a 10. So I tried on a 9 in the pink jelly, and they fit, but they were like a little bit, they were definitely smaller than the other ones. If you're gonna get the jelly, for comfort's sake, my opinion would be go up a size. So I did get a 10, and I'm never ever a 10. So I'm actually usually, well, I'm a solid 9, but I can wear 8.5 sometimes, depending. It's really just that I don't like anything touching my toes or anything. I'm like really weird about my shoes, like in comfort. So I would say that these run relatively small, the jellies. So I would go up a size. Anyway, that's my story. I actually really like these more than I thought that I would. I have been seeing, every time I go back into Steve Madden, I've been trying on the little mules. You've seen them. And I haven't gotten them for whatever reason, and I keep on seeing these, and I'm like, I'm not gonna, like, those are like juvenile for me. But I get my inspiration from like all over the place. I saw somebody's page, I don't even know what she was wearing, but it looked really good. She was definitely not wearing the Steve Madden version, and they were like a puffy yellow. I don't know what they were, but they looked so cool that I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna go try them. I didn't want the clear, I didn't want like a really plain version. So I think these worked out. Anyway, that's it, guys. I will link everything below. We're gonna end the vlog here. I think it's gone long enough. And we'll start a new one in a few days. I am going to get to the office and actually film a few videos, and while Puppy is at daycare. Take advantage of the freedom for a second. All right, guys, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. We just got out of puppy school, right? You had a good day? You want to tell everybody about your day? It was good? It was the best day ever. Are you the sleepiest puppy in the world? I think she had a good day. I think she had a good day, right, baby girl? Okay. Right? I know. Everybody missed you. Okay. Bye, guys.